Flight 229, you're clear for takeoff.
Hey folks, Maverick Watch Reviews back here with another review for you. Now actually we're going to do something really special today. Now first I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. I hope you're at a cookout somewhere eating some hamburgers and hot dogs and other great food, throwing back a few cold beers. Now what we're going to do today is pretty special. Now this is going to be the first of 4 watch reviews I'm releasing today to celebrate the 4th of July, get it 4 watch reviews on the 4th. And as a special thanks to all of my subscribers, what I'll do is I'll release the reviews at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock today. Now I've got some great stuff lined up for today, so make sure you stay tuned. Now what we have is the first review. It's a new Citizen ProMaster Solar Quartz 200 meter diver, model number BN0190-15E. Now first I want to thank Duty Free Island for sending me this review unit. At Duty Free Island you get duty free, tax free, and free worldwide shipping. Duty Free Island only sells 100% authentic and genuine watches, and they're just a great bunch of folks to deal with. Make sure you check them out when you get done with this review. Now, as usual, we'll open it up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you overall impressions of this brand new diver from Citizen. I'd also like you to invite you to become a patron of mine on Patreon. This will allow me to buy a faster laptop and better editing software. I hope to give you a new watch review at least a few times a week. That's my goal. Make sure you check out my Patreon page when you get a chance. My only commitment level is $3, but you can always give more or less, 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever you can spare a month would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So here you go, Citizen Watch Box. You've seen these before. Now some of them are the cylindrical kind, and some of them come in boxes like this. Let's go ahead and take this thing out. And there you go. Really good looking watch. Let's talk more about this. And let's get some measurements here. All right. So let's go ahead and bring out the calipers here. And let's do the case. I'm gonna do the case with the crown. Okay, so you're looking at 45, that's with the crown. So say probably about 42 is more accurate. Let's do the thickness. Thickness, you're looking at 12. Let's do lug to lug. All right, lug to lug, looks like it's 48. Let's go ahead and say 49, maybe even 50. And let's talk about the strap. Strap is at 20 millimeters, so there you go. Now, of course, we'll put all the regular specs up on the left-hand side for you, and then we'll talk more about this watch. You're looking at 200 meters water resistant, which of course is 660 feet. You do have a signed screw-down crown over here at 3 o'clock. You have a 120-click bezel. It's got some nice bezel action. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. You have a mineral crystal. You have the Citizen E168 movement. It does have a 6-month power reserve, and you have a date function over there at 3 o'clock. Now, not too much to talk about this watch. Basically, this is the replacement for the BN0156-56E, and I'll go ahead and put that up on the left-hand side of the screen for you. There are 2 versions of that watch. There's a stainless steel version, which is really expensive now, and there's the one that comes on the urethane strap, just like this one does. So this is basically the replacement for that watch. Now, if you look at it, it looks a little more dressy than the BN0156-56E. I actually made that my watch of the year 2 years ago, I believe. It looks more dressy to me, at least that's my opinion, and I don't mind it. I say I don't mind it, but I actually kind of prefer the other watch. It just looks more toolish, if that's actually a word. It looks more like a tool diver than this one does. This is more of a dress diver, if that makes any sense. I do like the larger hands. I like the overall dial. Nice big applied indexes with tons of lume inside, and I'll show off the lume here in a few minutes as well. The bezel itself has a great feel, really nice click action to the bezel. I like that. I like the font that they use for the numbers on the bezel. Really nice minimal writing. You've got, Divers 200, and you've got Eco Drive underneath the ProMaster logo right above the 6 over there. Just a nice, clean looking, very legible dial. And that's what you want in any sort of dive watch. You don't want any ambiguation. Is that the word I'm looking for? Ambiguity? I can't say that word. Ambiguity. You want to be able to see and tell time very fast when you're, using a dive watch. So I really like the way it looks. The only thing looks-wise is this crown. This crown kind of tapers down in, It looks more like it should have like is it a cabochon? I can't remember the name of that word. It looks like it should have a jewel on the end because the crown has kind of a weird tapered end shape. It's not just one smooth cylindrical crown with a lot of knurling on it. Again, it's more dressy looking. It is signed, but it looks more like a dress watch to me than an actual diver. Not a big deal. I just don't think it's overall as good looking as my watch of the year in 2015. And I'll put a link of that in the description field so you can check that one out as well. Everything else about the watch is pretty nice. You've got a nice urethane strap, which is really, really comfortable. Man, Citizen just knocks it out of the park with these straps. I think they use a combination of silicone and urethane, but they're just really, really comfortable straps. Let's take a look here. Of course, you've got a signed ProMaster buckle right there. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Actually, it says Citizen. I take that back. Signed Citizen buckle. Just a real comfortable strap. You've got some lines here. That's probably going to help to dissipate any water that might get under your wrist. It'll channel that water out. A nice case back. Just kind of your typical Citizen. We know which watch I'm thinking about next. It's just your typical laser-etched Citizen case back. It gives you all the basic specs of the watch. You know, your water resistant, the movement that's inside, and that's really about it. Nothing. It's not really decorated. It's not engraved. It's just a laser-etched, your typical Citizen laser-etched case back. But it's a great looking watch. You do also have a lot of polished areas. And you wouldn't really think for a diver, you'd have too many polished areas, but it looks like all the lugs are polished. It looks like the side of the case is kind of, I wouldn't say polished. It is brushed, but it's kind of a bright brush for a case for a dive watch. So some nice, you've got some nice grip on the bezel here. So, overall, I think it's a good looking dive watch. Of course, it's going to be a Citizen. Being a Citizen, it's going to last forever, being solar powered. It's just not, one of my favorite looking divers that Citizen has made. So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and check out the lume. Let's go ahead and zap it here. Now, I love Citizen lume over Seiko lume any day of the week. I just like that teal color, that teal blue that Citizen uses that Seiko doesn't. Seiko has that kind of lime green. I've always liked Citizen lume better. And it's good lume. It's not going to last as long or shine as bright as Seiko's LumiBrite, but it's fantastic looking lume. Now you can see you've got the teal green on the indexes and hands, and the actual 12 o'clock pip on the bezel has a kind of that lime green Seiko LumiBrite lume look. So, two different colors. So there you go. I like it, man. I like it. All right, let's turn the light back on. Let's go ahead and pop this thing on. Give you a wrist shot here. Hopefully this will be easy to put on. And just like I thought, it is. Comfortable. You've got two keepers here, and that's if you're going to use it on a wetsuit. And I would think that maybe this strap is not quite long enough to actually use a wetsuit. So if you're actually going to use it over a wetsuit, you might want to put it on a NATO strap. So there you go. Man, good looking watch. It kind of reminds me from a distance a little bit of an Omega for some reason. Maybe it's the sword hands or something. I'm not quite sure. But it kind of reminds me of an Omega from a distance. Anyway, so feels great. Again, these urethane straps are super, super comfortable. Really, really nice. All right, let's go ahead and take this thing off. And I like the watch. I really do. I just prefer the other one. And the other ones are getting a little bit more rare. I'm not talking about the ones on urethane straps like this one. I'm talking about the ones on stainless steel bracelets. I think I've been seeing those for like $330 some, something like that. Now, you can get this over, actually, I take that back. You could have gotten this over at Duty Free Island because it's a brand new model that just came out, it's sold out, unfortunately. Now, you could have gotten it for $185. You can take your chances on eBay. And actually, I think Duty Free Island, actually, I know they do sell on eBay, but I know this particular model and the one with the stainless steel bracelet, unfortunately, guys, is sold out. So what you do is you go to Duty Free Island, you go to the page, you basically click on the link I'm going to provide the description field, click on that link, and then you basically put in your email address, and Duty Free Island will let you know when this is back in stock. That's what I do with all my watches. If they don't have it in stock, I just basically pop my email address in, and then I get a notification that the watch is back in stock. So unfortunately, that's what you're going to have to do with this one, or go somewhere else. Duty Free Island is going to have the best price. I can guarantee you that they will have the best price. So anyway, like I said, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description field. $185. Maybe they'll get it back in stock in the next couple of days. Hopefully they will, but they probably won't because it's just so popular. Now, I have a couple other I've got 3 other really cool watches coming today. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you like this video, please click on like. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please click that subscribe button. Also, make sure you click on the little bell to make sure you get any notifications for any videos that I upload to YouTube. So anyway, that's been about it. Again, for this one, this is the Citizen Pro Master Solar Quartz 200 meter diver, model number BN0190-15E. And guys, basically this is the replacement for the BN0156-56E. So good looking watch. Not my favorite diver Citizen has made, but they have so many other cool watches. And you can still get that other diver if you really look, and especially if you want to get the stainless steel version, you're really going to have to search for that one, or you're going to have to search for it and pay a lot of money for it. So anyway, until the next review, which will be looks like it's going to be at 12 o'clock. I will see y'all at 12 o'clock. Take care.